How's it everybody, Celtic Link here, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. In today's video we are showcasing the LR Sign Goku and his, we got this guy Rainbow Status Max Links, and we are ready to show this guy off. That his EZA is finally here on Global, and what that means is we are just about 5 days away from the start of the really excited things to come. He's the first of the major LR EZAs to be coming during this celebration. Now, it's going to be kind of hard to work with, not going to lie, because he is missing half. You know, he wants to be on a Reps of Universe 7, and the team, or at least a better variant of superheroes, right? And that team just isn't ready till the end of the anniversary. But we're going to check him out here on Global, on one of his best teams, which is the LR Ultimate Gohan's team. Superheroes, basically. He only really needs to have a rotation of Reps of Universe 7, which I think we can pull off. So let's take a look here. So he is now attack and defense 177%. He hits key 4 with a great chance of evading enemies' attack, including super attack for 7 turns from his entry turn. We do have a high chance of evading enemies' attack from the 8th turn on to 50% after that. We also get an additional chance of evading enemies' attack, including super attack 7% within the same turn before receiving an attack. So he basically in slot 1 has 77% revive, or not revive, evade. After that, he has another 7% within the same turn before he receives an attack for a Reps of Universe 7 ally, self-excluded on turn. So including that 77% plus another 14%, right? He's over 90% dodge in slot 1. After that, he gets an additional 77% starting from the turn in which he evaded an attack. He also has an additional attack, 77% starting from the turn in which he evades an attack as the first attacker in the turn, right? So you definitely want to prioritize getting him that dodge in slot 1. He also gets key 1 up to 7 and attack and defense with a chance to perform a critical hit 11% up to 77% with each attack. So, like I said, really do want to prioritize having him in slot 1. Let's go ahead, let's hop on in here to the red zone here. We're just going to test him out. Obviously a bit of a shorter event, so we chose the red zone cell because it's not as long and we can see his sort of, we can keep his passive up for as long as we can, right? We need something we can finish within 8 turns. Lucky us, we actually do have quite the setup here. We do have him turn 1. And we can actually make this work. So let's go ahead and let's grab that. Alright. Let's grab that. And do that now. So we have some support here from the 17. There we go. So we get that dodge. So we get that extra 7%. Remember, we have over 90% dodge right now. 17 million, not too bad if I do say so myself. Alright, nice. Now, ours is actually built for crit. There we go. So we did miss a dodge, alright, but at least it was at a point where it doesn't really matter. So, I mean, that's pretty good. Hopefully, we still got some more crit build up in him that we can get, right? We gotta dodge 7 attacks to be fully built up. And, like I said, mine's built for crit because I built him a long time ago when he didn't have crit in his passive. But now he doesn't really need that crit, right? You could definitely invest in dodge and additionals in him. In fact, I would say additionals is probably best for him because, I mean, really with 90-something dodge, you're not going to be getting that much out of his dodge to begin with. Alright, let's go ahead and put ours on. That number. There we go. Perfect. Now, the hard part here is basically the thing I don't like running this setup, and which is why I wish I could find more tournament participant androids on the friends, on the, you know, on the friend list. We definitely want to have them because they will, we can keep floaters that are Reps of Universe 7. So you can see now we have Orange Piccolo in rotation, which means we have a rotation here where we don't have the He's not gonna do any damage. Okay, so got that. Yeah, so we don't have our 90% dodge here, right? So 18 million this turn out nice. There we go. We do get the dodge, right? So we do have. I mean, we still have. What is that? 77 plus 7%, right? That's still 84% dodge, right? Instead of 91. It's not terrible. There we go. Okay. And he had to miss one, right? 70% dodge again on that UI Goku. So, I mean, obviously, a rotation of these two, once EZA'd, it's a whole different story. The only problem is both of them kind of want to be in slot 1. AGL, not as much, but it is definitely preferred. Alright, and so we gotta pull the same shenanigans again here. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, so we're basically just double rotating Gohan here. Just set up. It's a good thing. Can this stun? I feel like this can stun. So, I mean, realistically, I mean, for right now, you're probably not running AGL UI unless you're trying for some shenanigans. I mean, I would probably say the best option is to probably run Blue Kaioken Goku for now. I wouldn't expect to be taking him into like a Buhan stage or the beginnings of the Memorial Battle, but you know, some of these shorter fights you can probably get away with him, right? Like when Beerus and Frieza drop, you can probably get. Well, actually, I would not recommend bringing UI into Beerus. Beerus cancels dodge, but like Hirudegarn or Frieza, you might be able to get away with it. There we go. Okay, perfect. So not too bad. Alright, so we should be fully built up with this guy here, so let's take a look. So, slot 1, so 500k defense, that's pretty much what I expect to see. He is a dodge character, so we got 91% chance to dodge slot 1, and we also have some support from the Tournament of Power androids here, so let's see how this rolls. We get the dodge. Alright, so nice. We're taking double digits. We dodged the super. Okay, excellent. So, really good. So, 24 million. Okay, not bad. With that support from the Tournament of Power androids. Nice. And we actually proc our additional super this time. So, really helpful. More damage we can deal, the less we have to worry about AGL UI. Alright. He only has to dodge one attack. What are the chances we don't? Actually pretty high, knowing my luck with these 70% chances to dodge. Oh, come on, dude. Proc that third. Yep. See, what did I tell you? Oh my goodness, he couldn't dodge the one single attack. Excellent. Okay, so now... don't like this. Him starting this turn was not good. No, I mean, I think Piccolo's passive should still be up. No, I lied. It's not. Yeah, so that's the unfortunate thing when we get stupid setups like this, where everybody is completely in the wrong places. Our characters like Piccolo don't get to any build-up. Because he could have tanked that if we were fully built up. We're gonna have to use a snake next time. I don't want to do that. Oh, at least stun him for me. I know you can be stunned. We have done it before. Oh, can he not? This? I swear this phase could be done. Alright, well. He can't be. Alright, well this is good. Okay, this is perfect. So, gotta dodge that attack in slot 1, and we're solid. Let's do that. perfect. And with 21 million, so right, because we're not getting any attack support this turn, just defensive support out of the Biz 17. So not bad. That takes us into the final phase here. Alright, so let's rotate these guys. It does mean in our final turn we're not going to have shenanigans. Alright, well, let's do this. And just terrible orbs. Terrible. Alright. Okay, well. At least we know we're not gonna die here. But I don't want to risk him killing, or, well, actually, probably post-Super Piccolo would have been okay here. Yeah, we probably were okay, but I don't want to risk it. The focus here is UI. We don't really care what happens to this rotation, especially when we get setups the way we get, where, you know, everybody's in the complete wrong area. It is a shame, though, that our final rotation, we won't have the full 91% dodge that we could have. In fact, I would have liked to have had the final rotation be a supported rotation, but it is what it is. Alright, much better. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's use AGL UI's active.
I ain't no hero of justice or anything else like that. But anyone who tries to hurt my friends, it's gonna pay!
Alrighty, so let's go ahead and... yeah, so now we only have a high chance to dodge because we got stupid things and our rotations were all messed up. So let's hope we get that 50% chance to dodge. And we don't, but hey, we take double digits. Okay, so that's nice, at least on the normals. We probably would have died if that were a super, but there you go.
Gonna go all out!
So kind of to be expected here. I'm not concerned with his defense numbers, really, because that's the reality is he's still a dodge or die unit, but his attack numbers are pretty impressive. I'm very, very impressed with what he's doing attack-wise. There you go, look at that, beautiful. So, and I think that's kind of where this guy shines, right? He provides that extra bit of attack for the team needed for some of these events. Now, of course, you know, when the 6-year LR CCA, they go above and beyond this, but for where this guy is right now, I think he's pretty good. We see him capped out at about 500k defense, which pre-super, right? So that would be his start of turn defense, which isn't terrible for start of turn combined with the dodge, right? You have a 91% chance to dodge on a full Reps of Universe 7 rotation, so it's not terrible, right? But I mean, you guys know, even with that 90% chance to dodge, you saw we were still getting hit a couple of times, right? If any one of those is a super, we could be spelled out for trouble. I think he caps out at about 1 million or so post super, right? Even more double super, which, you know, because he has no built-in additionals, is rather rare. So realistically, I mean, he's the definition of dodge or die. All dodge characters kind of work this way, but the trade-off is there, right? Some pretty powerful attack stats, and he's only going to get better as the anniversary progresses and we can begin to see more Reps of Universe 7 / superhero characters getting their EZAs to fill out this team a little bit better. I don't like the restriction of having a full Reps of Universe 7 rotation, but I mean, by the end of the anniversary, it's not as big of a deal as it is right now. So guys, that is it for the video. If you like the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let us know what setups did you try out with Goku? What are you seeing out of this guy so far? We saw some pretty good stuff. 500k defense, start of turn. We saw some 91% chances to dodge and some really high attack numbers. Very, very impressed with this, guys. But I'm curious what you guys have seen in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching and aloha.